Emperor Hadrian was one of the greatest builders of Roman history. In particular, he ordered the construction of the world-famous royal estate today called Villa Adriana. It is known that he was interested in astronomy. His own mausoleum, later transformed by the popes into the Sant'Angelo Castle, is placed in such a way that the midsummer sun was seen to set over it, looking from the Pantheon. Hadrian actually rebuilt the Pantheon itself as an incomparable masterpiece, which is today the best preserved monument of the imperial period in Rome. It stands over the foundations of the temple originally built by Augustus, which had been destroyed by fire. Hadrian's architects completed the reconstruction in about 128 AD. As a symbol of continuity, the original inscription by Agrippa was affixed to the new facade, where it can still be read. The Pantheon has exerted a tremendous influence on architecture since the Renaissance. Yet, in spite of having such a prominent role in history, we know very little about it. Only the historian Cassius Dio says a few words. My own opinion on the origin of the name is that, because of its vaulted roof, it actually resembled the heavens. So, we do not really know why the Pantheon was built or how it was used. The Pantheon is a masterpiece, but its builders left nothing in writing. The building consists of a rectangular portico fronting a circular building, a huge hemispherical dome built over a cylinder which has the same diameter and is as high as the radius. Therefore, the ideal completion of the upper hemisphere by a hypothetical lower one touches the central point of the floor directly beneath the circular opening on the top of the dome. This opening is the only source of direct light, since no direct sunlight can enter from the door throughout the year, owing to the northward orientation of the entrance, which points some 5 degrees west of north, towards Augustus' mausoleum. A curious consequence of this orientation is that the huge facade of the building is always in the dark, quite an atypical feature. One thing is certain, on each sunny day, the attention of the visitors is attracted by the shaft of sunlight entering from the top. So, let us study the behavior of the sunlight inside the Pantheon day by day. The general idea was probably inspired by a particular type of Roman sundial which captured the beam of sunlight within a shadowy interior. In fact, since the door opens to the north, the shaft of sunlight at noon is always located on an approximate meridian line which passes over the entrance. At the autumn equinox, the spot of sunlight touches the interior spring of the upper hemisphere. Then, the spot moves up to its maximum height in the roof over the entrance, reached at winter solstice. Thereafter, it starts moving down, again brushing the base of the dome at the spring equinox. In the subsequent days, the sun culminates progressively higher, and so the beam moves farther down, illuminating the grille over the entrance and finally the arched doorway and the entire opening, which is fully lit around the 21 of April. After that, the beam starts moving across the floor towards the center of the building, which is, however, never reached, since, of course, the sun does not cross the zenith at the latitude of Rome. From the summer solstice, the beam turns back, recrossing the entrance between the end of August and the autumn equinox. Therefore, the sun spends autumn and winter in the upper hemisphere, while immediately after the March equinox begins to be visible from outside. The wall architecture of the Pantheon was thus conceived of to attract attention to the equinoxes and to the 21 of April, when a spectacular hierophany occurs. But why? There are passages from Latin authors, Virgil for instance, which suggest that a particular point of cosmic balance was assigned to the emperor in the events in the equinoctial sign of Libra. Further, April was traditionally devoted to Venus, the goddess from whom the Caesar family gens Julia claimed a direct lineage. And finally, the 21 of April is the traditional date of the foundation of Rome. Therefore, the symbolic action of the sun on this day is to put Rome among the gods. If we suppose that the emperor was celebrating this very day at the Pantheon, then his entrance together along the sun at noon would have been a symbolic link between the people and the gods, as well as an impressive confirmation of the emperor's power and divine nature. So, the Pantheon, besides being an unparalleled engineering masterpiece, was also a cosmological signpost, an icon ideally linking sun and time to the cosmic order on the Earth.